got to tell a funny on myself. So I was cleaning the stove. So I was cleaning my stove the other day, and Katie and Ronnie were back there, and I was down underneath, and I was wiping all the stove was still on, and I had went under there 2 or 3 times, and I came back down, and they said I had a flame of fire on top of my hair. Ronnie said he was fixing to go over and stop. Anyway,
And this is your first time, Eddie?
It's my first time here, yes.
Have you been here before?
I have not.
Hello everyone, it's John Ward with the Appalachian Channel, and I'm back once again at R.M. Brooks General Store here in Rugby, Tennessee, and we're starting our 3rd season right now. This is the first episode of the 3rd season, and it's been almost 3 years ago when I first made the first video, and those that follow the channel know that I've made over 20-something videos here with Tiffany and the gang, and today is a very special day. The state of Tennessee is starting to give out awards for businesses that's been in business for over 100 years, and R.M. Brooks has been in business for over 100 years, and this is their day to get the award. And we're going to go in and see what's going on and sit by the old potbelly stove. Come on, guys, let's go. Well, right here's one customer's been coming here for 100 years.
No, I ain't that old.
You was a little baby 100 years ago, right?
Well, 60-something.
Well, this is Andrew. He's one of the long-time customers. Ever since you was in Pampers, you've probably been coming here, ain't you?
Yeah, probably so. Yeah.
I don't think I know you. What's your name?
I'm Melissa Christ.
Melissa, where you from?
Yes, I'm from here. I'm a local girl.
Oh, are you?
Yes, good friend of Tiffany's.
Okay. Well, I've been coming here 3 years. I've never seen you.
What?
Tell her you about the tomboy.
Well, I'm a little skincare company in town.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
You've seen it here, the tomboy stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Tiffany has it on the shelf somewhere.
We got it.
Okay. We'll have to take a look at it then.
Yes, you will. Glad to see you here.
Well, good to be
Nice
back.
to meet you.
We're here to celebrate 100 years in business.
Mr. God.
There's Bobby Brooks here, buddy.
Hi, y'all.
You're here to celebrate this 100 years
I
plus?
sure am.
Well,
Staying in, this weather kept us in for a whole week.
oh yeah.
And
We ain't used to that, are we? We ain't used to a week's worth of it, are
No,
we?
I grew up in that.
Oh, did you?
I grew up in that. Got up one morning, there's 32 inches of snow on this place. We heard a tree, a maple tree in the backyard, that broke all night where they would come down. We was laced in and could not move off of this area for over a week.
Oh my goodness.
And the forestry department came out and took the dozers, the chainsaws, and I followed them out. And here's the thing about it. I called an officer, all excited about generators. They said, yeah, and I said, put my name on one. I'll be there as quick as I can get there. And I followed the dozer. Here's 32 inches of snow. I got to Elgin and Sunrise. It was 6 inches. Watford was 2 inches. Coalfield was frost. Knoxville was blue skies. And then another time I got up and it was 24 below zero for one day.
That's when you was a little boy? You living here? Or was you grown by then?
This was back in the 80s.
In the 80s and 90s, okay.
But now when I grew up, it was nothing unusual for us to have 6 or 8 inches of snow. And this hill here, we just snow sled on the state highway, and we was one of the last state highways to get clear. And anyway, we would snow sled side. But we don't have those winters anymore. We don't have them anymore.
Wonder why not? Why don't we have those winters no more? What happened?
Well, probably too much bull going on around here.
What?
Bull
Bull?
going on and melting all the snow. And
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good to see you.
Good to see you too, sir. And yeah, it's interesting to be up here today.
Yeah, that's good.
Good to see you too.
Katie has sporting the Appalachian Channel shirt on. So when we take pictures, have her take her apron off in case I forget to.
Okay.
We all have RM Brooks on, and she hadn't done laundry yet, so she wore you. So that's good. That's good.
All right. Well, it looks like we're.
Funny. You'll have to ask. You'll have to ask Ronnie. Hey, Katie.
Your daughter's got something like that.
What?
Somebody in
For drinks?
Tell her what you said.
He just informed me that she went up $1.50.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Hey, let me tell this on Andrew. Yeah, Andrew right there. So the general public knows that the price of food has gone up. Everybody knows that. So I decided to go up to $1.50 on my canned drinks because I had to go up with inflation. So Andrew boycotted my Pepsi Colas and started going to Uncle Bobby's to get his Pepsi. He'd come down here, get a sandwich, and bring a Pepsi in here from Uncle Bobby's.
That's called being a tightwad.
Tightwad, yeah. Tightwad.
Well, how much do you remember as a kid pop being here?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
A quarter?
Hey, somebody needs.
But I don't remember.
Was you David Crockett?
I was David Crockett, yeah. Make sure you're right and go ahead.
Was that in Jamestown?
Yeah.
Yeah, they let you be David Crockett, huh?
There's me shooting out the street light. About got arrested.
Oh my goodness.
I had a big rifle, big lumber.
Well, it looks like you was just having too much fun doing that.
They were supposed to have others dressed up from the Historical Society, but none of them showed up.
You was the only one, huh?
Only one, yeah.
Well, it looks like you had enough fun for all of them, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Now there's one guy riding a horse. He had a big sword. He pulled that thing out every once in a while.
You been out jogging in the snow?
No, I got on the treadmill last week.
Treadmill, okay.
But I'll probably go tomorrow if it's not raining too hard.
Yeah, it's probably going to be raining.
Yeah, it may
It's supposed
be,
to flood now. Got to get ready for a flood. You got a good boat?
No. Got a canoe, but
So how long you been coming here, Kenny? You grew up here. You been coming up since you was a little boy? I never asked you, I don't think.
oh, to this store?
Yeah?
Since I was pretty young, we would come to, especially to the bargain barn.
Yeah?
He said he still had some furniture.
Oh, yeah. There's probably stores closer to you, though, than Brooks's at the
grocery
time.
store.
Yeah.
My little community had 5
Oh, my goodness.
back in the 60s, yeah.
Now pronounce that for us.
Armouthway.
Armouth Way. I always have a hard time with that.
The name comes from a guy that lived here in Rugby. He moved over there, and he didn't like the name. I think it was Hermit's Crossing or something like that.
Yeah.
And he changed it to Armouthwaite after Armouthwaite, England.
And it had 5. When you was a kid, it had 5 stores.
Yeah.
Really? That's
I
amazing.
can name them all. We went to all of them from time to time because my dad had the blacksmith shop, and some of them would come and he'd do business for me, So he thought he ought to try to give them a little business.
Right.
But we'd go to all of them from time to time.
Well,
I don't know how they all stayed in business. I sure don't.
well, little by little they didn't. As people got to be able to drive and the bigger stores opened up, it
I
hurt
don't
the
even have
small.
one now.
No.
This is the closest one now.
Here or down to, what's the grocery store there? Henley's? What's that called?
I don't
Now, what's that down there to the next settlement, where the gas station's at?
That's Allard.
Allard, yeah.
Where we go to.
There's a grocery store there.
Yeah.
That's been there for a while.
Yeah, Bernett's. Yeah.
Burnett's, that's it, yeah. That's about the closest one till you get to Jamestown.
It is, yeah.
I'm gonna see what everybody else is doing.
All right.
Hello, how you doing, Annie? Hello, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
Been a minute.
It's been a few months since I've been here. I think last time I was here, you wasn't here.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I'm here this time. So
Well,
how'd you do on the weather?
well, we're still here. We missed a lot of work. I don't know if Tiffany opened up much or not. Did she open up any?
She was open. She was. Skeleton crew. Pretty slow, but she was open.
Yeah, most people didn't get out in this.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Katie. Did you get a little time off with this snow?
Yeah, a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I was missing work, so I'm glad to be back.
Yeah, and get cabin fever if we stay in too long, don't we?
Absolutely. There's almost only so much cleaning I can do at my house, and then I'm like, I want to do this for free.
You look different this time for some reason. What's different about you?
Good or bad?
No, it just looked like you lost weight maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Trying.
Yeah, well, that's what it is then.
Thanks for noticing. This is the news release that I sent
Okay.
our radio station, WCO, and for them to go.
It's something new, I think. I
think
looked it up.
is.
It's a new thing.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
So, and here are some of the companies that they recognize. They're coming from Scott County today, and they got the First National Bank and Whitehead Insurance and Lay Family Furniture. So, and then they're going to come here in Rugby too. But now there was, there was some stipulations. It couldn't just be, a 100-year-old building or whatever. It had to be the business and continued in the business and still in that business, because we could have done Tanner's Store, we could have done Brushy Mountain Prison, and a couple other places maybe in Morgan County, but it had to have been the continuous of this. So
The community and just, talking to people about my great-grandfather, he had a servant's heart. I have people from all over that'll come in and say they used to buy furniture out of Bob's Bargain Barn, that they still have that furniture. And so just some of the things that he would do, and even my grandmother and my grandfather, I've heard stories about when the house was attached, my grandparents would get up in the middle of the night if somebody, if they came knocking out the door because they were right here, and they would get up and they would come to the store and get things for them. So just the fact to be serving the community and just, being able to serve people and get to meet people all the time. Did you guys get to talk to my uncle at all?
No.
Okay.
I'm Greg Wilkerson. I'm with the Morgan County News.
Okay.
I'm Kenzie with the Fentress County, the Courier in JamesTown. Yep.
So this is Uncle Bobby, and I think one of the things that I wanted to grab him because our business card says where strangers become family. So you were asking me about like what is some of the things that I want the public to know or people to know is that I really feel that way. Like people, and I think that's been throughout my whole family, is that people, even when they were strangers and they would first come in, no matter what that interaction looked like, that they did become family, and that's how I feel. And he can probably elaborate on that more. Like I was telling him about,
I was going to Oneida one night and it was raining, and that came to me, and then I lost it. Then I got it again, and finally I pulled off the side of the road and wrote it down. And I look around at what's going on. Diversified people. They're from everywhere coming in here, and that's what we're all about. Yeah.
And it's Bobby, B-O-B-B-Y?
Yes.
What's your last name?
Brooks.
That's good. You can't assume. So you grew up coming in this store or around the store? Or?
This bathhouse out here, that was where I was conceived and born.
Conceived and born?
Conceived and born, that's right. Grew up in it.
How is it? Oh, go ahead.
We lived in that house. It was a 3-room house. My dad had come back from working at Oak Ridge. My grandfather lived in the living quarters of this house, and he built a new house across the road, and he moved over there. We moved in the back of the store.
So R.M. Brooks is your grandfather?
Yes, Robert Marion Brooks was his name, and mine is Robert Monroe Brooks.
Okay.
And Monroe was my great-grandfather's name, Monroe Brooks, over in Armithwaite.
So you said he lived in Armithwaite?
Ma'am?
You said he lived in Armithwaite?
Oh yes, he was raised in Armithwaite.
Okay.
H.M. Brooks Road.
Yeah.
At the forks of that road, you'll see them rock foundations. They had a huge store. Yeah, huge store.
had no idea.
And you go up that road about a mile, and it's on the left before you go up the hill. That was where the home place was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And this April will be 10 years that I've took over the store. So April will be 10 years. I can't believe 10 years.
How's the store changed, or how's it the same in the past 100 years? I mean, you haven't been around 100 years.
It has changed from a real small, going out of business country store, as most country stores does. When I grew up, this was a big hub of the community. I mean, I would get up on Saturday morning, there was a truck here, pickup truck, that had a metal bed on it, a furniture bed. They loaded it up with groceries. They went to Burville, which is 6 miles up the road. They got back, there was another load going to Rugby. They got back, there was another road going to Mount Heelan. Got back, there was another load going to Armathwaite. That was continuously all day long. Now that we're looking at the late 40s and the early 50s. And then it slowly, as things progress and built, all of our little country stores are going out of business. And it got down to really nothing, and then it was closed after Tiffany's father died, and laid closed. They just blocked it up, and she and her husband had an envision, and I went along with it, and I said okay. And we was trying to figure on the price, and I asked my banker. He said, I praise for the bank, not for people. Take the tax books. Exactly. So I took the tax books, dropped the price, and didn't count anything in the store. And I'm very, very fortunate and very, very blessed that she has picked it up and done what she has. Our forefathers would be shocked. I look around at things that people come. The lasso rope. The man came from Oklahoma to Tennessee to R.M. Brooks' store to eat a fried bologna sandwich and give her that lasso rope. We had a couple from Michigan that came to Tennessee to R.M. Brooks' store to eat a fried bologna sandwich. And it's that way everywhere. I mean, people are looking. We're living in a too fast-paced world, and they're looking for back what they grew up with. Well, the bridge was dedicated to my grandfather.
The what?
The bridge down here.
The bridge down the road?
Yeah. I wished I'd brought. I spoke at it, and they printed out what I spoke to the bridge. But anyway, if y'all want a copy of it, it's down the house. I never thought to bring it.
Okay.
Tell them, in Armathwaite, I was talking to Kenny, he said there was quite a few stores down there at one time.
At Armathwaite, which is 4 miles down the road, we had the Roy Voilstore. We had the Hull store, which was the old H.M. Brooks store. We had the Charlie Brooks store, which was a son of H.M. Brooks, my grandfather's brother. We had Willerhanses, we had Carson Hulls, and we had Nimrod Pierce Store. Those was within a 3 mile radius, 3 mile in on its main road.
All gone now.
All gone. All gone.
Brooks is the only one around for a little ways.
Right.
I was talking
This lady's with the Fentress Carrier, and I was telling her about your museum, and she was talking about Armathwaite and asking Bobby about questions. I said, you need to go out and see Kenny's place. So talk to her there a minute and tell her about your place.
blacksmith, yes. I heard of it a little bit. And,
Our dad was a blacksmith. Our grandpa was a blacksmith. Our great-grandpa was a blacksmith. Our great-great-grandpa was a blacksmith. But we're not blacksmiths.
well, I would love to do an article on you guys sometime if that'd be okay with you.
Well, yeah. Just give me a call.
I do definitely believe
I don't keep it open all the time. I just.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
I don't have heat, so.
I'll dress warm. It should be warm. Can I get your number written down real quick?
Yeah.
And
I tell you what, we can do it.
But you know, Berta, we call her Mama.
I just wanted to
John himself.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you all.
This is the first time I've ever been here. I've
Well-
heard all about it, saw some videos on it.
Yeah, you've been busy with your barndominium, I see.
Yeah, all month.
Finally.
Yeah, they put the garage door up today before I left, and I just flew over here.
Oh, that's
So I got my garage door up, and
See, no, we're just here with your sorghum.
Oh,
Yeah.
will you pay him, please? We can see that man right there. He'll pay.
Thank you.
Want me to set it right here? That'll be fine. Okay. It's 72.
This is your,
so you're out delivering sorghum today,
We
huh?
are, brought one case out, so.
Well, stick around. They're getting ready to get an award for being here 100 years.
Oh, wow.
very
Yeah,
cool.
that's why they're open today. They're usually not open on Wednesday.
That's what she
Okay.
said.
Yeah.
Tiffany, right?
Yeah.
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 So is this the first time you sold to them, or
No, Holly's brought some out here.
Holly Highs? Okay.
Before,
Yeah.
It's raining, nothing much better to do today anyway, so.
It's a lot like the variety store.
Yeah.
It has similar old stuff in here.
Yeah. You will have to walk through. She built on back to the back side. She built on another room.
Okay.
Some more dining room area. They had to have more room, and they did a real good milkshake. As a matter of fact, he's making one now. I don't think I've ever seen you make a milkshake yet.
I've made several.
Have you?
Yeah.
He wasn't happy about making it today.
No. That's okay.
But he is. He's making it with a smile.
It's still made with love.
Thank you. Is that
If I had two hands,
You're good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Very good.
In some cases, they want to move to Tennessee and, plant their businesses in our state and provide a service. And so that's part of what we do, kind of the sales team for the state. And about this time last year, maybe this summer, we started talking about what we need to do, what does our department need to do and the governor to do to also recognize those businesses that are already here in our state. So we went down this journey about what does that look like. And we were looking at companies that have been here for 50 years. Well, there's a lot of businesses that have been here for 50 years. So we went to 100 years. And there's a lot of businesses in Tennessee that have been here 100 plus years. And so we said, you know what, we're going to recognize those businesses that have been here for at least 100 years or more in counties that are rural counties in Tennessee, in particular those that have been designated distressed counties in the state of Tennessee. And so where we landed on that is that's actually something to be very proud of and congratulate all of those businesses have been able to do it, because one, any business, I don't care where you are or what you're in, is hard. But to do it in a rural part of our state, in a distressed county, is remarkable. So this is really recognizing hard work, grind, a lot of luck, but a lot of hard work and love and the effort, and say congratulations. Most of these are family businesses. So in this particular case too, we're really recognizing not just because you've been in business for over 100 years, but the fact that there's a legacy here. And for Tiffany, for you and your family, your grandkids, this is what this is about. So we just want to say thank you. And I know you put a lot of time and effort and energy in this, and you prayed over this as you've shared. And doing this, it's a calling for you. And that's what this is all about. So we just want to say congratulations on behalf of the state of Tennessee and Governor Bill Lee. We want to give you this. Again, it's in 2 pieces, so be careful. But it is a small token of our appreciation. It's the state seal, 100 years of business, RM Brooks Store. So congratulations. Get a picture here.
Looking right here. Everyone squeeze in. Okay. Right here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Anybody else?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure for y'all to come today, and we really appreciate this. My name is Bobby Brooks. I'm a grandson. This is my niece. right out here where the bathhouse is, on a cold winter night. That's where I was conceived.
It's not expecting that.
So I grew up.
This is Bobby Brooks.
So I grew up in this store. Our folks would be really honored at what she's done. This store, my mom was postmistress for 40 years. She got the fabulous sum of $100 a month. No retirement, no overtime, and that was just it. And when they took the post office out, my grandfather and my dad, I had Swiss key folder, and hired Baker Eat, the elderly. They had this changed to a rural station in order for rugby to keep the rugby stand. And then finally it went by the wayside. But they would be very, very proud and very honored that she has done what she's done. My grandfather run a barn over here, what we would call a flea market, used furniture. And if I wanted anything, I had to bring the sofa. So most of this stuff I brought over here, and when it shut down, me and her reached an agreement, and I just didn't even figure on that. But it's amazing what she's done. It's amazing, truly amazing.
So we have Eddie and Ruthie and Lana Gunther here today at R.M. Brooks and Rugby, and this is your first time, Eddie?
It's my first time here, yes.
Have you been here before?
I have not. I've drove by
So first time for both of y'all,
Yeah.
and y'all sell sorghum here.
Yeah.
Dropping off some sorghum today.
We were.
And we're going to be back to see you all, let you all tell your story about how y'all met and growing up in Muddy Pond. And we actually filmed it once. We actually filmed it once already, but I wasn't happy with the quality, so we're going to refilm it again. And it's interesting how you all met. And Ruthie talked about it a little bit when we did the video with the ladies cooking. And
we'll have to dig deep for the details, because you know, after as many years as it's been, sometimes you don't remember all the details, but we'll do the best we can though anyway.
Well, y'all did a great job last time. I was the one that didn't do a good job filming. I wasn't happy with the audio and a few things. And I thought, let's do that again. It's such a wonderful story. We need to refilm that and make it better. So good to see you all out here. You're about an hour, 45 minutes away from home, I guess, here.
About 45 minutes. Yeah, not bad.
I'm over there quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Just like one of the family now.
Yeah.
We look forward to having you. Sure do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to let y'all get back to Muddy Pond.
All right.
Be safe in this rain.
All right. Thanks, John.
Bye-bye. Well, all right. We're here at the end of the day, and we had a big day here today.
We did. It was a good day.
Got an award from the state of Tennessee for being in business for over 100 years.
Yes.
And a lot of people here today.
Yes.
And we was talking earlier there a little bit ago about all the press that was here.
Yes.
And what was it you were saying about the store with all these newspapers?
Well, me and Wesley were behind the counter, I think, making milkshakes, and Mom, they were taking pictures and interviewing Mom, and I was just like, you know, it's hard to believe this is happening. It's just very surreal that our little family store is getting so much recognition, and it's just, I'm glad that we're able to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're just really proud of Mom for all the hard work that she's done to make this happen.
Yeah.
The way it looks, you know, to take it from what it was to turn it into this, it's amazing.
It's really grown a lot. From just making cold sandwiches to a full menu, and people coming from all over, and you know, they think they're coming to see Mom, but like Mom says, you know, it's what's inside of her that draws people here, and it's the Holy Spirit and the Lord, and she does all this for Him.
Yes, and we've been coming here now. This April or May, I think, will be 3 years. We've made over 20-something videos. We did 2 full seasons, about 12 videos a season. So this is our 3rd season we're starting today.
Yes.
First episode of the 3rd season. And it was just really neat to see all the people that came out from the community. The Rugby Village people from there came out today.
Big support.
The place is pretty much full to the middle of the week on a Wednesday, 3 o'clock, 3:30, and the place was full. It was just great to see everybody come out and celebrate this with you.
Yes.
And, so we talked about a couple of things coming up. We got March coming up, and you talked about every weekend, March through September,
Yes.
The first weekend.
The first Saturday.
The first Saturday. You're going to have some kind of event. There'll be a car show, bike show, music. But then first thing coming up is going to be March 2nd or 3rd, that first Saturday in March.
First Saturday in March.
And who's coming?
It's the Blue Connection, and they are on the Bologna tour. And they're from Newcastle, Virginia. Mike Rivers and his band are coming. They actually watched the Appalachian channel, and then Mike introduced us to his friends, and they want to come. They want to have bologna sandwiches and come play gospel bluegrass music. So we will have that from 5 to 8 the first Saturday, and I think it's March the 2nd. Second or 3rd, I don't know.
First Saturday in March, so
yes.
I'll be here filming all day, and so if you want to come out and be on the video, we'd love to have you come out and tell us what you think about the store. And you've got, we was talking also about, I'm wanting to get you and your sisters together.
Yes.
And Kelly.
Yes.
Over at your mom's bed and breakfast there in her big kitchen, and let you all do a cooking show for everybody.
And you were saying if you want to see us cooking, leave comments.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below.
Right. If you'd like to see Tiffany and her 2 sisters and her mom and her daughter Kelly cook and probably banter between each other some.
Probably banter, yes. So, and I was telling you about my older sister Teresa,
yeah,
who lives in Salem, Virginia, and then I have a younger sister who lives in Friendsville, Tennessee.
And their names, tell us their names again.
My older sister's name is Teresa.
Mature sister.
Oh, my mature sister.
Your older, more mature sister.
The more mature sister.
That's what your mom calls her,
Yeah,
right?
that's what my mom calls her. And then my younger sister, which we'll let you guys see if you think I'm younger or she's younger, looks-wise. She's the favorite daughter. That's pretty good. She'll love that. And
Grandma calls Mom the best.
The best daughter. So she has a name for all of us. So the most mature, the best child, and the favorite child. So we'll all get together and probably banter, yes.
So leave a comment if you'd like to see that video to encourage her sisters to come down.
Yes.
I done talked to your mom about it. She wants to do it. It's just a matter of getting everybody together, you
yes.
know. So especially since the 2 sisters live a little bit of distance away. But yeah, it was a big day today. I'm excited to be back. I think it's been a couple months since we did our last video. And we're back in March for another video. And was just talking, the very first video, we saw Wesley in that almost 3 years ago. He was out in the barn. He kind of took a tour, showed us the property, and he was building picnic tables. What'd you do with them picnic tables?
One of them's back here, I think. They're both back here, ain't they?
They are.
Yeah, they're both back there.
Are.
Yeah.
Right.
You build them for the campsite or something?
Yeah, Mom wants some picnic tables for the campground.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So that's when we first saw. The first time we see Wesley, he's building picnic tables in episode 1.
Right.
And that's almost 3 years ago. Then Kelly, she's been on several, and then the kids has been on the grandkids.
The grandkids. This is Cohen, the youngest. Yes.
He's almost a year old.
Yes. Got some toothies there. So, we were talking about Wesley was been helping on Saturdays.
Oh yeah, he made milkshakes today.
Milkshakes today. His favorite thing.
Mom makes the best bologna and cheeseburgers. I make the best milkshakes.
We'll take that. And then Kelly's just got out of the house after 15 days of this snow here in Tennessee, so she was excited.
It didn't snow 15 days ago. Was you just there? And
they live up at.
Oh yeah, I know where they live at.
I get out about once a week, and it just so happened that I got out once a week on a Thursday. Then Sunday I stayed home with him from church, and Monday the snow hit. And this has been the first day it's thawed out enough for me to get out of my road.
Right. You live in a place called Smoky Junction, right? That's not a TV show, but it's a real place.
It could be a TV show.
It could be. I have filmed there. One of the very first stores I ever documented was Henry's store there.
Yeah, and they're still operating.
Yeah, it's still there. That was one. I didn't make a video, but back in 2013, I went in and took some pictures because that's a store I went to since the 80s because my family just lived down the road. So yeah, I know where you live at.
And it was just to add this so that people know the state of Tennessee doing what they did today and just recognizing the rural stores, I think was just great. It was such an honor to have them here and to take the time. And I think there was 3 other places in Scott County. So I think I was the only place right now that's been recognized in Morgan County. So
well, yeah, and they sent out quite a few people. There's probably like 8 or 10 people from there, I guess, it looked like.
Yeah, they had an whole entourage of people, and it was great.
And then the newspapers, there were like 4 different newspapers here today.
Right. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the state of Tennessee for doing what they've done. We appreciate it.
Well, there's just not many businesses that have been around for 100 years, especially small, mom and pop type businesses, Some of the bigger businesses maybe, but it's so hard nowadays for the mom and pop type stores to compete with the big chain stores,
Right.
And
I mean, I would like to add that even small stores, but stores that have been operated by only family, that's
Right.
completely stayed
oh
within
yeah,
a family.
same family, yeah. You're fourth generation.
I'm fourth generation, and I was thinking about it and reflecting on it this morning. My great grandparents and my grandparents, and even those who know my mom and my uncle both. I mean, I come from a really hardworking family, so I was just reflecting about how honored I was that they worked so hard to do what they've done to keep this here, or I wouldn't be able to share it with my children or grandchildren. So it's it's not all about me. I mean, it's also about what they left behind in order for us to do what we're doing today.
And I think, what the commissioner said was really good. It's not just that it's been in operation 100 years, but it's about the legacy that's being left behind,
Right.
through the operation of it.
Well, once you retire, it might pass down to these two, and then on down the line. You got any kids, Wesley?
No, I don't have any kids.
No kids yet?
Nope.
No,
Well,
not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Well, you get busy, boy. We like them grandkids, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Nothing
We
better
do.
than grandkids are better than
Well,
kids.
even Clayton and Cooper were saying today, can we help Grammy? So they do. They like to get up on the counter and act like they're taking orders, and so
Sit
that's
around with the locals. And
They do.
Pepsi time with Andrew.
Pepsi Town with Andrew and riding the tractor. So anyway, but yeah.
Well, I guess we'll get ready to head back to La Follette, and it's been another wonderful day here at R.M. Brooks General Store, ain't it?
Yep.
So we'll be back in March, so
All right.
make sure to come visit us. We'll be here
Yes.
all day that Saturday, then from 5 to 8 that evening. So it's a full day of
Full day.
Full day that day.
We don't know what we're cooking yet, but we'll do something different in the evening for the music and stuff. So we'll be cooking food that night.
Well, I guess we'll say goodbye to everybody.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
See you next time.
Next
Bye-bye.
time.
Bye-bye.